Happy messy Monday, guys. Welcome to BCN. I'm Brittany,
I'm Satasha.
and we are Billing and Credentialing Network. And let's get messy. All right. Can we talk about
Okay.
something real today, y'all? Um,
Got my
and
drink.
I hope y'all don't like us after this because of what we're about to say, but it just needs to be said. And we don't sugarcoat stuff for y'all. We tell y'all like it TI is. So, with that being said, today we are going to discuss because some of y'all ain't broke, but you can't understand why your practice isn't making any money and you're busy. Your calendar reflects that and everything. The numbers reflect that. But still somehow you're not getting paid. And that's not a revenue problem. That's a leak problem. It's a leak problem. So, money is walking out the door every single day. And then, when payroll get ready to hit, y'all looking around like you don't have the money, to do your payroll, or you don't have enough money to make payroll. So
Mm,
let's get
The
into
bank
these
account
leaks.
looking a little dry
Mm.
because of these leaks. These are just some of the top leaks that we've been seeing lately. Lately. Okay. Okay. So the first one is going to be no eligibility checks. That is your number one leak. Number one leak. If your front desk is saying we just bill it and see what happens, baby, that's what happens is the denial. That's your answer. Denial. Billing cannot fix what scheduling broke. So if you don't verify the coverage, you're taking a gamble. You're taking a
Mm.
gamble. Insurance do not take the patient said they was covered as proof of insurance. They don't do that. Running those eligibility checks are major because a lot of y'all thinking, oh, I take Medicare or I take Medicaid, so now I take the MCOs, and that's not true. So you're putting people that have Medicaid on your schedule, but then when it denies saying CO 109 or goes to somebody else about it, you like, but the patient said they had Medicaid and we checked their Medicaid and their Medicaid was active. But you also didn't see on the thing that it said the Medicaid was covered by an MCO payer, whether it's Kaiser, whether it's Blue Cross, whether it's United Healthcare, whether it's Home State, Ambetter, all these
Any of
different, depending on where you are, you messing up money because you're putting people on the schedule prior to checking their eligibility. And that's just, it don't work like that. Just because you take Medicare does not mean what, Brittany?
does not mean you take their policy, because if they have a Medicare Advantage plan, and this is something that just drives me nuts, because you be like, oh, well, I take Medicare, so does that mean I can take Humana? Can I take Anthem Medicare? Can I take United Medicare? No, you can't. You just can't. That's not the same. Yes, you might take Medicare, but that is traditional Medicare, the red, white, and blue Medicare. That is not the same. So you're going to be upset because you've accepted a patient and started treatment and care, and then you're not going to get paid. Simple as
It's
that.
not. And you check your contract. When you was contracted with the commercial insurance, did you say, "Hey, I need to take Medicaid, Medicare, and commercial and EAP"? If you didn't say none of that, then you can't take that. You only can take the commercial. So let's just be real about that. Let's stop. Let's stop assuming. Let's stop assuming. Let's stop assuming. If they say they active on the website, but if you are not in network, you cannot take their insurance because it's active. Are you in network with that payer for this line of business?
Yes. And
And
we're not fussing at y'all, but we're fussing at y'all because, again, like we said, we just see so many, and it's a, a topic that comes up a lot, a lot. And and then you're just like, I don't know what to do. And then it's like, I did my credentialing. Well, okay, you did it, but you ain't do it right. Let's just put it out there. I ain't do it right. Sorry. Me and Satasha are, very transparent. We're honest. we're gonna tell you like it is up front. Like we're not here to get your money or tell you something that's not true. So we'll always be truthful with you. But yeah, well, I'm glad you did your credentialing, but that don't mean nothing. You still can't take the Advantage plans or the MCO plans because you are not credentialed with that paper. Simple. So just
A
keep
lot
that
of
in.
business is not on your contract, who? So sorry, not sorry. Leak number two.
Missing authorizations, guys. Mm.
I don't know how many episodes. I do not know how many. I don't know how many episodes we have dropped in 2025 that talks about prior authorization. We do. We don't know how many episodes we did. Nothing humbles a practice more than a $3,000 denial that says no authorization.
Mm.
Oh, it's cool if
Mm.
y'all just drop the authorization there and then you think they're gonna backdate it.
And not that's your mistake, not theirs. I don't care about that.
Oh,
Oh
we
well,
are
I
billing,
didn't.
not magicians.
Yeah, you'd be like, well, I didn't know.
We told you.
That's why you should have did your eligibility check. Go back to number one.
Preach, preach. Yesterday was Sunday and she's still preaching. Okay, that's why you should have did
Uh,
your eligibility check because you can check with the hey, do I need authorization for this particular thing? Do I need authorization for this particular situation? Those are things that you can ask them. Like, check the CPT code. Do I need an authorization for it? Because what we said, if you got to prick somebody, if you got to bust the skin, okay, if it's a test of any kind, I don't care if it's an ADD test. Oh, I don't care if it's a imaging type test. If you running it through a meter type test, if it's talking about taking a picture of somebody's body with a special machine, we've told y'all authorization is going to be required. Period. Even so for some of the drugs that you, if it's a drug, you're gonna need an authorization. So we keep telling y'all we can't do this.
and this is a new one, so we see a lot of you all providers leaving money on the table. And I'm gonna just throw this in here really quick. I'm not gonna touch too much on it because it's a whole nother topic. But another one is you all see clients pro bono, not realizing you can get a single case agreement for a lot of these payers. So you over here seeing somebody for no money and weekly, you might be seeing them twice a week, and you're like, oh, I'm just not going to charge them because I don't take their insurance.
And that's
Single
fine.
case
Don't
agreement.
take their insurance. An authorization is different than a single case agreement. They're kind of the same, but this just allowing you to see the patient for these particular services because your establishment does not accept this particular insurance. So a single case agreement is going to be required. Again, it's not the same as authorization, but it's still asking for permission to see the patient, just like an authorization. So stop leaving money on the table. So I'm just gonna take that private bow now. Yeah, we want to get
I'm gonna
back
be
to the
looking at
community.
y'all.
Yeah,
How
I
Tasha
mean,
just looked in the camera. What? Why would you
I'm
do
just
that?
saying, we love giving back to the community, and we, you know how we feel about undeserved neighborhoods and everything like that. But that doesn't mean you don't have to be paid for it. Even if you're not looking for the huge reimbursement, you're looking for $5-10. That's still gas money. Y'all seen gas prices? Has the price of eggs went down? Okay,
Yep.
so if you want your bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich in the morning on your bagel,
There you go.
get the single case agreements. It is essential for you guys to stay in practice and to see the patients in the neighborhoods that you guys are seeing the patients because they need y'all. These patients need y'all. And y'all need them to survive, but for the services that you rendered, you should be reimbursed for it, right? So let's get these single case agreements. Let's get these authorizations, okay?
All right, moving right along. Leak number three. I'm gonna let Satasha take this one because yeah, y'all about to get fussed at.
Fear-based coding.
Hmm. Makes me itch. This one makes me itch. This
Baby,
one
when
right
I
here
say,
makes me itch.
baby, providers are underbilling because they're scared. You know how much money somebody told us they do not bill the 90837. This is for your mental health providers. They don't bill the 90837 because they're scared to get audited. So they just bill for the 45 minutes.
Told you that. Told
What?
you that.
What? So, and we've had providers who are talking to patients on the phone about problems, issues that they are having within medical and or behavioral health, or corresponding, or patients dropping by the office saying, "Hey, can you look at this for me real quick?" Da, da, da. And y'all don't charge for it. Oh, they were just in here 15 minutes. You better chart it. You better chart it. You better talk to your biller, because your biller should be knowing the codes that you can bill for these 15 minutes, for these 25 minutes, for these 10 minutes. Stop being scared to bill. I understand you're trying to avoid audits, but that's why you need a certified biller. And if they're not certified, somebody who has longevity in the game, that's billing and coding, that know that stuff within your specialty, that's just not playing around. Billing isn't just pushing the button. Billing is knowing the guidelines. Billing is knowing the codes. Sometimes me and Brittany have to go in there and be like, "Did you get him an injection?" I didn't see that. I didn't see it on any of the claims. But in your notes saying that they brought in their medicine and you gave them the injection, I don't see the code for it. I didn't see we didn't see where you billed for it. Come on, guys. Come on. You're avoiding audits. You're not donating money. You're not donating money. You're not. Now, if you're a pro bono business, good, that's what you do. But if you are a fee for service business, you being robbed. And you the one with the ski mask on. Okay? You walking around with the poo shiesty at your own practice, stealing your money. Okay? You better stop robbing yourself. Stop robbing yourself. So providers, stop underbilling. If you're not 100% sure of what code you need, reach out to somebody. You can reach out to us. I mean, you can reach out to us. We got some time in the calendar to talk to you about what you need to build and what you don't need to build. We have time for that. So stop leaving money on the table. Stop being ridiculous. And talk to somebody. I understand you want to save money, but losing money isn't saving money. You're saving the insurance company's money. So I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna get off the soapbox for a second on that because I don't want this episode to run too long. But baby, when I say that grinds my baby, that do something to my spirit. It hurts my when y'all do that. Okay. And so leak number 4. Boom. What you got?
Free portal medicine. Y'all, let's talk about these portals real quick because nothing irritates my soul more than providers telling us that y'all have EHR systems, but you all do not use it to its full capability. And what I mean by that, oh, I just do my notes, but you're paying for portals, for client secure portal messaging, you're paying for telehealth. It's all integrated, but you only using just like one itty little tiny thing in it. Why are you wasting money? What did y'all doing? So
You got the free version.
yeah, yeah. So y'all are okay. Let's just say you all are using the portals. Oh yeah, I use the portal to message my clients. So y'all doing whole treatment plans, medication changes, check-ins. How's it going this week? Because you've seen them earlier in the week for free, y'all, through messages. Respectfully, that's charity work. So if you're doing medical decision making, you better be billing some. Okay, I don't know what to tell y'all.
If you go back a few episodes, we talked about this. There are messaging codes that you can be paid for. I mean, you're not gonna get a whole bunch of guap for it. It's not no commas in it, but it's definitely bread, butter, and egg money. It is money for your power bill if you're talking to 10 patients at a time. If you're talking to 10 patients at a time, and yeah, that's your power bill. That might be a water bill. That's a piece of your rent. Like, again, we're not against pro bono and charity work. We have never been against that. But if you are a for fee business, yeah, I see my ponytail keep getting snatched back. Y'all be wearing my nerves. Stop doing that. It's codes out there. Again, like leak number 4 about the undercoding. Talk to somebody. Talk to somebody and stop giving free portal medicine. Stop giving free portal medicine. Like, And then y'all went, I rented my own practice and it cost so much money. The reason y'all can't afford to pay nobody is because you're leaving money on the table because y'all are not willing to risk those extra few dollars a month to be guided correctly. Y'all rather take what you're giving versus being guided correctly. I'm just
Hmm.
saying.
Leak number 5, expired credentials. I have seen this happen. We have seen this happen. So that could be your expired license, expired malpractice, your CAQH is not updated. Baby, they send y'all a reminder I swear, it's like every 30 days that you getting something from CAQH. So I don't understand why y'all just move on right along. Oh, I'll get to it. Baby, you need to put that in your phone like a appointment. Like you gonna get your hair, your nails done. That need to be set in your phone, a reminder to tell you to go in and update that CAQH. I think even the like when it's time for you to renew your license, they send notifications out to your email. So and your malpractice insurance, like you should know that that's for a year usually when you renew that. So you should know when that time frame is coming up. But y'all don't be doing it. And then y'all be confused why claims are froze and why you not getting paid. What? Why y'all do that at? Come on. Come on. So, yes, one expired document can shut down your whole revenue stream. Like, y'all don't understand how serious that. Like, I witnessed firsthand a provider getting dropped from the insurance company because she let her license expire. And then you have to go back and do credentialing all over because they have completely removed you from their network, like you did not exist. So it does happen more, than you think. It happens.
Yeah, and if your CAQ ain't updated and insurance pull, because they randomly just pull, kind of sort of like your DMV, they'll just randomly pull to see if you're insured. Um, they'll pull and be like, "Hey, your CAQH ain't updating. If you don't do it within the next 15 days, we're gonna drop you." Whoa. So even if you just do it every month, like it's rent due today, mortgage payment due today, let me do my CAQH because that is directly correlated with your revenue. So put it in it. Yes, they say do it every 90 days, but if it's something that you need to do on a monthly basis so that you can stay in rhythm versus it being every 90 days, then do that. Go in there and just check your information, reattest. Check your information, reattest. You can do that 3, 4 times a month. There's no stipulation on how many times you have to do it, but it needs to be done every 30 days. Every 30 days. You know when your license, you worked so hard. You took all those tests to let your license expire. Now I understand the malpractice insurance because you're not out here intentionally trying to hurt your patients, but those need to be if you have to do it the same time frame as your license, do that. That way you can be like, oh, all my stuff need to be updated at one time. So let me go ahead and do my lease, my license, and my malpractice insurance. That way it's all on the same cycle. Like this is a yearly thing for you. Like this should be like your yearly checkup that you're getting. You know, this is your livelihood, especially if you're owning your own practice. Y'all need to take that a little bit seriously. Now, we don't cuss on this show, but y'all be making me say bad words behind the scenes because reattestation against CAQH takes literally 20 seconds, especially if nothing has changed. Especially as nothing has changed. So when you redo your license and redo your malpractice insurance and you get those papers, go ahead to your CAQH, add them in there, update, and you're good with that portion. But you just need to make sure that your CAQF is updated all the time. Insurance do not always send recredentialing documents to you. Sometimes they'll just pull the information from your CAQH. If it still matches the initial insurance that you had, the same initial information that you had, they don't say nothing because they see that everything is up to date the way that it's supposed to be. So sometimes they don't. But if things have changed, they will send out documentation like, hey, we're doing recredentialing. Get this together. We need you to fill out this paperwork. So, I mean, we're just trying to save y'all some money and get y'all some money. So if you don't want to do it, that's fine. But then you're gonna be paying to get re-credentialed again. You're gonna have to go through that waiting process again. You really gonna be doing pro bono for real then. for your patients because you can't see them and be reimbursed from the insurance companies. So take your expiration of credentials a little bit more seriously because one document, one past reattestation can stop all your cash flow. One.
Yeah, you're looking out there looking crazy. I promise you. So, so if your practice feels busy but broke, it's not the payer, it's not bad luck, it's not Mercury in retrograde. It's the leaks, y'all. The leaks that we just listed. You want to run them back again, Tasha? The leaks. Number one,
One. The first one, eligibility checks. The second one, missing authorizations. Hashtag single case agreements as well. Okay. Number three, fear-based coding, undercoding. Don't be
mhm,
scared. Get your money. If documentation, if you documented it, it happened, right? Stop being scared. Don't be
so
scared. Don't be scared. Free portal medicine. Stop leaving money on the table. If you're talking to your patients, get with a coder and see what your valid codes can be for talking to patients via your EHR system. And number five, that we harp on probably every month on a Monday, expired credentials. We can't say it enough. We can't say it enough. Patch those leaks and watch your revenue increase. Watch you start to breathe a little bit easier. Once you patch those leaks, once you start getting your process together, I promise you, you are going to breathe so much better. Waking up and looking at your bank account have more than just folks in you. Okay? Did we miss anything, Britt?
no, that's it. So that wraps up our messy Monday, guys.
Yeah. So we'll see y'all next week where we tackle some other tough truths. But remember, it's all about being a better provider, improving, and learning. Learning what's best for your practice and your patients. If you found this information helpful, share it to your community, your sis, your bro, your team, everybody, and let's keep the conversation going. Join us next Monday for my insightful information to help your practice game tighten up. Until then, keep it cute, keep it ethical, and take care of your patients. Toodles. Bye.